everyone, my name is Sarah. Thanks for coming along. So today is July 5th in San Diego, and we are starting to get pretty warm. It's still in the mid 80s, but it's going to start getting hotter from here. July, August, September is our hottest months of the year. So I'm just working out in the garden, trying to get pots planted up that need to be, move things into the shade where need be. But I have some things I found kind of interesting, so I figured I'd go ahead and highlight a couple things in the yard that I'm kind of excited about. So let's go check it out. Okay, so first of all, we have this lithops planter that I planted up a while back, maybe like a month or so ago, or maybe a month. But what's really exciting is this lithop here is starting to bloom. It's about noon right now, and typically these lithops don't actually, the bloom doesn't pop out. So once it gets sunny around here around 3-4 o'clock, it will definitely bloom, and it's a really pretty yellow color. So I'll go ahead and try to get that later in the afternoon when it is blooming, but it's really pretty. And then the other thing that's really exciting is I planted these up. They're pretty happy. I did this about a month ago. They still haven't really rooted, so they're all just hanging out. No roots yet for them. But this planter, I looked this up. I planted this up on June 12th. We're now on July 5th. And I was just checking it to see if I could water it yet. And we have roots. So this definitely needs water. See how the leaves are really crinkled? This is a variegated jade. It's definitely needing some water. Interestingly, that one looks all wrinkled. Exact same thing I planted up. These ones look perfectly fine. A little bit of wrinkling here. But you really don't want to water them until roots come, because it's not like they can absorb any water until they get roots. So everything in here is cuttings except for this crassula right here. It's a little campfire crassula. Everything else was cuttings. This one I think is a crassula like buttons, or let's see, roots. So about 3 weeks roots came. Now this one, this little kitten paws, he does not have any roots yet, but he's still hardened off. So this has been in here for about a month, well, 3 weeks or so. So he's definitely hardened off. So even though he doesn't have roots, I can still go ahead and water this, because the rest of these leaves definitely need it, and he won't rot or anything because he's been well rooted. Let's see if this guy, didn't check this one, so maybe nope, nothing yet. There's the little tiny root right there, but that's not really enough to get in. Plus that part's not even touching soil, so we'll push him back on in. I'll reposition him. He was just hanging out. Let's see, was there any other ones of those guys I had planted in here? Nope. So anyway, he can be watered, so he's really cute. The other thing that was really interesting is down here. I had done this arrangement quite a while ago when I was redoing everything back in like December of last year. And I have this really cute little lipstick plant of some kind. This Aloe Cameronii, he was a little bit bigger than this when I planted him. And see how this one's still red? And then this one has turned nice and green. There's a little bit of reddish hint left. They turn red when they get stressed. So this guy is really stressed, which I actually like. And this guy is more than happy, which I prefer the red look actually. And if you can see, he has a whole bunch of babies down here. This is another little unknown aloe species I put in. I got him from the swamp meet, so I don't really unfortunately know what he is. But needless to say, this whole thing is needing to be repotted. But he's looking really happy. I have some new babies, so that was really exciting. And then everything else here is just kind of, oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this beautiful Echeveria. This is Echeveria Fire and Ice, or Ice and Fire. I'm assuming it's Fire and Ice, but really pretty. I just, he's not even potted. He's in the same nursery pot. I just plunked him in here. I think that's a really nice color combination. So sometimes you don't really need to plant them in pots because you're not sure what you want to do with them. Just plunk them into a regular pot and then wait and see. And then the other thing, never mind the mess. Like I said, I'm working out in the garden trying to get some stuff done. Lucy's out helping me. Let's see here. This I kind of just showed you guys recently, but it's still, this I'm just loving. It is so gorgeous, but it is full of ants. I've been trying to treat it. I don't actually see any mealybugs, so I'm not quite sure what's going on, but it is the most beautiful arrangement, honestly, I've had in a very long time, where everything just filled in so nicely. But I'm kind of thinking I want to take it apart, just because when there's ants, there's other things, and I can't seem to get rid of the ants. But if anybody has any other ideas, let me know. Everything else here is pretty much just status quo. And the only other thing I was going to show you guys was out here. I finished my little herb area for the most part. Got some basil and mint and all kinds of fun stuff that's just hanging out. But over here, this is that planter I did up in May. And like I said, we're on July 5th, I'm sorry. This is gonna get full sun. This is a full sun arrangement, and so when the sun comes, it's really hot over here. We can get up to over 100 during the heat of the summer, and this is gonna be in full sun by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is also the heat of the summer, heat of the day. So, but what I'm really, really excited about is these kiwi aeoniums. The coloring is just amazing. So let me just show you if you can see the color variations. So we have this, which is getting a whole lot of sun, really stressed. Over here, not as stressed. See if you can get back into this. See those little green with the pinks? So this is just a really good example of color variation with stressedness. And I personally like this a lot. I think it's gorgeous. You can definitely see they've gotten a little sunburnt. But see, look at that color. So that's nice and green, and then so you can tell what direction the sun comes for sure, because we got some nice green ones over here, and then it's almost like a pale yellow. So it's a lot of color variation, which I just think is gorgeous. Back here you can see the littler ones got a little bit of sun damage. The bottom leaves are a little crispy, but you know, that's nature. That's what happens. Everything else here is just kind of status quo to me. It doesn't look overtly exciting. My Saharas are looking really nice. So these are Echeverry Saharas. They can handle the high sun. So that's why I put them out here. I have 4 of them looking really good and blooming. So those are looking really nice. So we will kind of see how this deals with over the summer. This is actually, I was out here watering a little bit earlier, but this is really pretty. Let's just look at all those. The Echeverry is blooming very nicely. I've been having to cut off a lot of my blooms though, because you have to watch those. They really get full of aphids really quickly. The aphids just love the blooms. So watch for ants, and that's when you know in comes the aphids, and then you just need to unfortunately snip those off. What you can do though is cut them off. Maybe dunk them in some water, kind of wash up all the bugs if you can, and they make really great cut flowers in your house. They'll last for a really long time. So sometimes I'll do that. Let's see here. Nothing else here is all that exciting, to be honest. This is getting a little bit of sun damage. This is I forget the name. I think it's an Aeonium something frost, or I don't know, I'll link it below. But he's getting a little sun damage. But this does get high, full sun in the middle of the day, so that's to be expected. This sunflower over here is just looking amazing. These are my first sunflowers. I planted them from seeds, and voila. So that was really exciting. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little garden update, and I hope you're finding some time to get out and enjoy some beautiful weather wherever you're at, and have some time playing with your plants or being in the garden. So thanks for coming along, and we will catch you guys again on the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.